Hey everybody, I want to go ahead. I want to welcome you guys to today's team call, Team Inspiration Nation, team call, Melodies team. So what we did was we kind of put all of the team calls together, so there's no more Mondays. But I want to go ahead and introduce who's going to go ahead and be speaking on today's call. Obviously, you guys all know her. She's like the mother of UP. She really means a lot to me personally, so I really love her very, very much. I want to go ahead and just give it up for her, always helping and willing to sacrifice, times and always doing hangouts for us when we have new people. So I want to go ahead and pass this to Melody. She's an inspiration to a lot of people, and I just want to go ahead and say thank you, Melody, for being the way you are and just being Melody Riva. So, Melody, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you so much, Scott. I can't tell you how proud I am of you and how much I love you, and so proud of the success that you are getting here. And like I was saying earlier, I have a hard time coming up with words that are better than awesome or amazing or phenomenal, I guess, is how I feel about our team, not only you, but our team, our family here. And seeing the results that some of you are getting has just been truly, truly incredible. The purpose of these team calls is, we don't do these for us. What I like to do is I like to pass some value back to you. We will do trainings on these calls. However, I will pass to you some of the information that I do learn from some of the trainings that I've gone to. Some of the incredible leaders that I've learned from. So first off, I want to introduce a video, and some of you may have seen this. I've seen it several times, and it really speaks to me. And if you haven't gone that far into the training, maybe you haven't seen it yet. But I really encourage you guys to pull out paper and pencil and take notes, because not only is Bill Ebert an incredible man. He's a genius. He's very successful in his own right, but he offers us so much value in what he teaches us. And then after that, I'm going to share with you some incredible things that I learned about building a fan base and getting followers and how it can help you in building your business. So first off, I'm gonna find this video by Bill, and I'm gonna play it for you. But I know Bill is a very quiet speaker, so I'm gonna ask you guys to turn your volume up, because I've got him turned up as much as I can here, but I want you to hear every golden word that this man says. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm going to turn up my volume here. You should be able to see my screen here. It's all the way up.
Yeah, you're good. All right, it's good.
Hi, everybody. Bill Ebert here with Go to Work. A lot of people ask me, what do I do first? And I want to talk to you about what you do always. The nature of success is doing the thing that matters most. Now, we teach a lot of different things, and people can sometimes get overwhelmed with the amount of information you get when you start learning something new. But if you stay focused on the things that are most important, you will find yourself rising to the top and be more successful than all your peers. I'll give you an example. When a lot of athletes are asked, what do they do to become a superstar? They usually come down to the very simple basics of practicing the fundamentals or the basics. Tiger Woods was one of the people who was so far above all of his peers that people just had to know, what do you do? And he narrowed it down to one thing. He says, before the rest of them are awake, I've already hit 300 balls. And with the superstars in basketball or football, they say the same thing, that I've already caught 300 before my fellows are even awake, that I've tossed 300 more than the people who are doing it every day. And there's a work ethic to doing the thing that matters most. Now, all you have to do is find out from your mentors, find out from your trainers, what are the things that make you the most amount of money? What are the things that make you the most successful? As you move along, you'll always find things to work on. You'll always find improvements in your personality, in your presentation skills, in your lead capture systems. You're always going to be improving those things. But the thing that matters most is getting your presentation in front of more people than anyone else. If you're a salesperson, it's asking the question more times than anyone else. It doesn't matter how many success books you read. It doesn't matter how pretty your business cards are. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. It matters how many times do I ask the question? How many times do I knock on a door? How many times do I present an opportunity? People are not willing to do the things that make them successful. That's why most people are not successful. The successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. It really comes down to that simple. Find out what it takes. Find out what the basics are. Find out what the question is. Find out what the presentation is, and present it more than your peers, and you'll be more successful than your peers. It's really that simple. I wish I could make it more complicated. Wish I could make it more philosophical for you. I wish I could make it more entertaining, but it really comes down to do the work.
Okay, let me come back to you guys here. So could you guys all hear that okay? Nod for me, thumbs up, yes?
That's good.
Okay, so what do we do first? We have to work on ourselves. We need to make sure that we're doing diamond-making activities. What are diamond-making activities? The things that are making you money. If you're here to grow your business, you need to be doing things that are going to bring income to you. So I know for myself, and I'm sharing this with you because I learned this the hard way. I was very, very busy all the time. I thought I was doing all the right things. However, the more I went through the training, the more I listened to Robert's mentoring, I found that I was doing busy work and not productive work. So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys, is because I want you guys not to make the mistakes that I made. I want you guys to see results. And some of the diamond-making activities, and I'm going to ask Scott to come out here and share with me what he does, because, you know, obviously Scott's had some great success with Unlimited Profits. We both have, but it's because we've worked hard on ourselves. And today I want to talk a little bit, real quick, about some of those diamond-making activities. Scott, can you tell me what diamond-making activities are? And I know I didn't even give him a heads up, guys. I didn't even clue him in I was going to do this, so I apologize, Scott. But can you share with us what diamond-making activities are and how you were able to hit the level of Black Diamond and what those results were?
Well, consistency, I guess. I mean, what did you say? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I stick with talking to people, as many people as I could talk to as possible. First, I start out with birthdays, then people I may know that are online, and then I go to new people. And I just do it all day long. As simple as that, and I just be consistent.
So what exactly are you doing when you're talking to people?
I always kind of connect with them and then try to make sure that then I form them and then I give them a gift.
Forming, using the formula of family, occupation, recreation, motivation, correct?
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, Scott said something that's very, very important. It's very important to be the biggest giver. How much are you giving away each and every day? Today's subject for this call is really to get you to understand that you must do the activities, the proper activities. Nobody is going to know who you are if you don't build a fan base and if you're not doing the activities that you need to do. So today I want to share with you some of the things that were some of the notes that I took from a great training by Kate McShaw. And it's all about, I'm going to share with you 6 tips on how to build a fan base and engage your fans with value. And this should be done with your Facebook blog page, fan page. It can be done with Google+, it can be done with Twitter, it can be done with many different outlets, but what I want to stress to you is try not to stretch yourself too much. Facebook is like the 3rd largest continent in the world. So there are so many people there. It's a good place to start. Okay, and that's really all that I use. Yeah, I'll broadcast maybe Robert's Periscopes on Twitter, but I build my fan page, my following from Facebook. And this is what I'm learning. And you guys have to remember, it is social media. It's called social media for a reason, because people want to socialize. They don't feel like they constantly want to be marketed to. So we're to be out there, really to be engaging with people and effectively creating raving fans and raving customers for long term, right? Building rapport with people, building those long-term relationships that will allow people to know, like, and trust us, that we will be able to share with. They'll follow us and they'll want to do what we do. They'll want information that we have. So first, how do we engage our fans? Really, one of the best ways to do this, and I highlighted this in my notes, so I really, really want to share these 6 things with you, is engage people on social media by asking questions or for their opinion. You know, we have to remember humans are very egocentric. So they like to talk about themselves. They like to give their opinions and their thoughts on certain topics. And remember, we want to get to know more about them, and that's the best way to do that, is to ask questions. If you're using your fan page, ask for people's, ask questions, what their opinion is on certain things, and that will engage them. They'll instantly feel connected to you, and they'll also feel important to you. Very, very important. It's very subtle, but it's an important thing to do. Some sample questions would be, what do you think the #1 thing most business owners struggle with? Or, in your opinion, what makes a business successful? Or, I like to ask people, and I do this even in private messages, what's your favorite personal development or the training that's been most effective in your success? Another great question is, what's your favorite way to consume content online? Through audio, articles, videos, what? And another thing is, how can I help you? You always want to make sure that you have valuable content that you're putting out there that is giving them a reason to come back to you. So #1 was asking their opinion. #2 is providing inspiration. With all the negativity in the world, I mean, is surrounding us with the news and different things that happen in our neighborhoods and all of this stuff, we want to focus on providing inspirational things that will, bring a ray of sunshine to your followers, to your fans. When they're having a bad day, maybe they'll think, well, I need to go to this blog page where I can read something good, something positive. Give them something by providing them motivational images or quotes from leaders, inspiring videos, things that will provide them something of value. And it'll also expose them to different leaders. Like if you're posting Les Brown quotes or videos, it'll expose them to Les Brown where maybe they hadn't known of him before, or Eric Thomas, or what's a great source? TED Talks, Robert Hollis, Eric Worre. There's so many things out there, so many positive things that we can offer people through our blog page that hold great value. There's Ray Higdon's got some great stuff too. Inspiring audios, be giving things away. I give Robert's book away. I give Think and Grow Rich away. I give Science of Getting Rich away. I like to get people's to tell me what impacted their life to their success, and then I'll say, well, this is what really impacted me, and I'll give them something back. I'll reciprocate that. Number 3 is storytelling. While building your brand, especially if you're branding yourself, newly branding yourself, there's nothing more important than being authentic and putting yourself out there so your fans can relate to you. Some of the most effective ways to do that is to tell stories. Share your struggles, share your failures, share the areas in your life where you were vulnerable, your insecurities, maybe your limiting beliefs, things that kept you from achieving success. Also share with them what motivates you, and don't forget the stories of success. Very, very important to share success stories so people can know that they too can have success. Maybe you know, people love to hear stories where, you know, the underdog made it. They achieved something. Stories of triumph. Stories about when, if you weren't at rock bottom like I was, stories of people that were. And also challenges that you still face that you're looking to overcome, that you're working towards overcoming. Number 4 is straight talk. Just be straightforward with people. Be genuine with people. Honest. People will recognize eventually if you're not just being yourself. Remember, when you're talking to people, talk to them like you're talking, like you talk to your best friend or to your family. Talk to them in that same manner. Be genuine to who you are. You are very, very unique. You have unique gifts and talents. And just be confident in who you are, but be vulnerable at the same time, because people really, really appreciate that. And if you're not, then people will eventually recognize it, and you will no longer have their trust as you build that long-term relationship with them. Share your opinions, but be receptive to listening to theirs as well. What does Robert say all the time? He says, we've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should listen more than we talk. So get people to engage with you that way. Number 5 is, and I really encourage you to write these down, because I wrote these down and I fill them in periodically throughout the week, because I want to keep myself in check. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right things. So here's fill in the blanks. I like to, and I'm going to start doing this. I haven't really done this much before. I've done it individually, but I'm going to do this on my blog page. Fill in the blank posts. These are posts that give a great way to connect with your fans, to give them a place to express themselves. And not only that, it's really kind of fun, and it helps get to know them. So, number 1, I'm feeling blank. Or blank inspires me. Or I want to learn more about blank for my business. Time freedom means blank. Or you can even post, the first thing I do in the morning to start my day is blank. Great ways to get people to interact with you, to let them voice themselves and share their opinions. The last one is a call to action. And really interaction. Social media is all about being social. So if we can create the aspect of engagement with our fans, that's really, really important. If you don't tell them what to do next, then, with a call to action, which we've got those call to action buttons on our videos, on our posts, on our blog pages. If you guys don't have a blog page set up, I want to really encourage you to create one. But you have to have a call to action, and it doesn't mean just having a watch more videos or learn more. You can do a call to action post on there. If you're asking your fans to engage in your page, make sure that you're liking and commenting with them, that you connect with them on Facebook, that you thank them for their engagement, for visiting your page. Let them know what your intention is of your page. I like to send people a message saying, thank you so much for liking my Facebook page, Inspiration Nation. I also put the link there with the thumbnail that shows my face and my cover photo, so they recognize that, oh yeah, I was there. And I'll welcome them to stop by anytime to be inspired or motivated. So it's really important for us to have a call to action. Let them know what to do next. If you're sending them, you're chatting with them, say, did you check out my videos? Make sure you have videos on there that are great, valuable content. You can share those in a message with them. It's so important as you're building rapport with people that you're giving them free, valuable content. And that will allow you to build those close relationships with people. That's so crucial. Some great call to actions would be, hey, comment below with your thoughts, or tag your friends in your team if you got value from this, or share this with your friends, or like this post if you agree. Very, very simple words, but it's to get people to interact with you, to engage with you. You can simply just put comment yes if you agree. You can do that on your personal page, but you can also do that on your blog page as well. And remember, engagement doesn't pay the bills. Building a loyal fan base and long-term relationships in the process is what's going to get you followers, long-term followers, that you're going to be consistently feeding them free, valuable content that will grow any business that you're doing. So I hope that brought you some value. I'm going to ask Scott to come back out here, and really, is there anything you, Mr. Black Diamond, want to share with everybody and how you got to Black Diamond?
Yeah, I like Black Diamond. Do you hear an echo? The way I got to Black Diamond was I was being consistent and always being positive and thinking positive. And then when I became Black Diamond, I was like, oh man, I see some people passing me up, so now I have to run even faster. So just be consistent all the time and be talking to new people. And I'm glad to see some of my team on here, Marley, Eugene, BJ, all you guys. I love you guys. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Somebody with a disability can do it, you guys can do it. Come on now. I love each and every one of you guys.
Thank you, Scott. Really, it is consistency on working on yourself, doing those diamond-making activities, focusing on mastering the mundane. Learn one thing and master it. Then move to the next thing. Like Robert says all the time, you know, just it really is mastering the mundane. Learn how to create a fan base. Get people to know, like, and trust you. And do that through your Facebook blog. I really, really encourage you guys to try that. It's been a fabulous way for me to connect with people and to have an ongoing list of of prospects, of people that I can share with. It's building relationships with new people. It's not all about going to your warm market guys. What Robert is teaching is to have an endless amount of people that you can talk to, that you can share.
There's like 3 million on Facebook right now, or third largest country. I'm sorry.
Right. That's what I said earlier. So it really is not about, oh, well, I'm part of the NFL club. I don't have any friends and family left. I've been doing businesses, this and that, and nobody listens to me anymore. It's about building a fan base on Facebook or on your social media. At this time, I want to ask Doug to come out, and I know you have a couple of quotes, and really it's about getting to work, putting things into action. So, Doug, you want to share some quotes with us today?
Sure, I'd love to. First one is, just like Melody said, you need to show up, do the work, get better, stay positive, do good, and keep pushing every day, because you'll be amazed at where it gets you in life. And then the second one is about excuses. So excuses are the words we use to fill the gap between wanting something and achieving something. Exceptions are the excuse we make to explain why other people succeed, but excellence is what is achieved just because you kept showing up anyway.
Excellent. Thank you, Doug. Susan, I'm going to try. We're almost at our time limit here. I'm going to ask you, because you're one of the people that I talk to the most on our team, being a new pro. I want to ask you, Susan, if you can unmute yourself, and I want to ask you a couple of questions here, and because I know the results that you're starting to see in yourself, and I'm really, really excited about that. Can you tell me how important, I mean, what is it? Is it the training? Is it the events? What is helping you get the results that you're getting right now?
I think one of the biggest things is something that I never knew in any other company, and that is edifying. That is having people that you can edify. And I don't know anybody better than you, Melody, but not being the deal, not feeling like you have to do it all by yourself. It takes such a huge burden off, especially for people like me. So I never knew that before, and maybe part of it was because I never had that. But just taking it off of me, and hearing that from Robert over and over and over again about how in the beginning he started. He just said, "Hey, I'm just an auto mechanic, but you've got to hear this guy." So I think that's one of the biggest things. And also, just the training. I've never experienced this much training, and it's ongoing, and it's wonderful. Thank you so much for your training today, Melody. You're such a big help, and I love you.
Well, thank you, Susan. And, I want everybody to know that it really is about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to grow your business? How bad, if you don't see value in what Robert is giving us, I feel really, really bad. I feel bad for the people that don't give it a chance, don't give it a shot. And because I've gone through the training, and like Scott just said the other day, this is my 8th time going through all of that training. Did I get it all the first time? No. I don't know. I can blame it on the blonde. I can blame it on the lack of skills that I came with. But it's so important as you grow that you continue to do that training. If you're not, you're like trying to run a race holding one leg behind you. And I want to see every single one of you thrive. Every single one of you that I'm looking at here, and even the people that are watching or may see this later, you all have special gifts and talents. I know you do. They were given to you specifically. So what you need to do is find what you're passionate about and utilize. Learn to use those gifts and talents. But in the meantime, be working on yourself and let Robert, the one who has that documentation, teach you to be the best version of you. That's all for today, guys. I thank each and every one of you for joining us for our team call. I love you. You all know where to find me, and I'll be talking to you all soon. Oh, yeah.
Bye, Melanie. Have a good day.
Thank you. Don't forget, guys, we have the Pro Show tonight with Robert Hollis, and from what I hear, it's going to be phenomenal. So 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Every Thursday, we've got the great master trainer, master mentor Robert Hollis going to be giving us some great information tonight. If you miss it, you're only hurting yourself. God bless, and we'll see you when we see you.